YouTube. Been a while. I have been uploading videos, haven't I? But they've not really been about myself. Well, just having my pre-workout chicken and rice. In fact, I'm going to actually eat. I don't think talking and eating's a good vibe. See you in a second when I've actually hoovered this up. Okay, food is finished. Managed to just reply to a few clients while watching a bit of YouTube and actually eating, digesting. So that's gone in. 120 rice, 150 chicken. But yes, I have not done a little me update for a while, and I did promise I would go with my bloods that I got done, which didn't come back amazing. But yeah, we'll go over that. But first, I am about to get picked up by Jade. We are going to train with Mel. So in my last video, I mentioned that Mel and Jade met at Alicia's show, and like lo and behold, as both my clients, they got on like a house on fire. And Mel messaged me the next day and said, can we get in a session like you, me and Jade? And I said, yeah, let's sort it, and we have done. So Mel is currently in the car driving from Manchester up to UF Normanton. Me and Jade are going to go and meet her there, and we've got kind of like a hybrid legs and delts session. I've basically planned a session to kind of integrate both. They're both hitting lower today, but obviously their splits are quite different. So we're going to do a mixture of what they both would do, and like also a bit of delts, because I need to hit delts, and I've done a full leg session on Monday, and yeah, I need to not do another full leg session today, otherwise that would be hugely detrimental, especially considering my recovery's been a little bit meh this week. I think it's just mainly to do with me kind of, I've taken back control of my own training basically. Had a word with Tom and he said more than happy. He basically said any of his athletes who are like quite advanced, you know, which is probably most of them to be honest, but any of us who are like quite advanced, he's happy for us to do our own training anyway. So I'm back to administering my own training split now, and in order to kind of keep it in line with Louise's. So Louise is in prep now, and she's more than happy to have a prep buddy to train with her. We've got our sessions together, but she kind of hits legs like 3 times a week. So I've kind of been hitting legs 3 times a week, not full leg sessions, but just hitting legs like within today being legs and delts, Saturday being like legs and back. But when you hit legs on Saturday and then you're back in on Monday, and I felt like I wasn't fresh on Monday when I trained. And DOMs yesterday were quite real, to be fair. So we'll see how today goes. But, you know, this is the thing when you're in control of your own split, you know, you can auto-regulate, make adjustments all the time. So I'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I will update you further on kind of where I'm at with food and everything like this, and off season, and just like how my bloods and stuff went. But first, gonna get to Normanton, gonna train the girls, and yeah, have a sick session. She like moving the whole thing? Nice. So after Jade decided to stack the entire abductor and just absolutely smash it, we then moved on to the standing ham curl. Nice to see the girls were just getting on and bonding. Super cute. We moved on to the Atlantis hack next. The hack's on Mel's plan, and it was nice to kind of take both girls through their sets and just kind of, you know, push Mel more than she has on the hack before, and just, yeah, just see how strong they both could be. For me, this was like my PB weight of 4.25 plates, so 170 kilos, but it did not move as well as I would have liked it to, and as you'll see on the rest of the set, it was just absolutely brutal. Oh, 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 oh.
Nice. Drive, Emily. Nice, Mel.
So Mel's form on here is absolutely exquisite. Like, you will see 9 out of 10 girls, when they're hip thrusting, they'll literally drop the weights all the way down almost to the floor, and then they'll drive up but not that high. And actually it's the top end of the movement where you're going to get that connection with your glutes. You do not need to be coming down low, taking all the tension off your glutes. You need to be coming down minimally and driving nice and high, squeezing your glutes at the top. So the girls let me show them the crucifix lateral raise. I took them both through the sets. Jade absolutely adored it. And it also ended up being good for Mel. She's got a shoulder impingement at the moment. So we decided in this session basically that we'll be taking out pressing movements for her for the time being. And just stuff like all this kind of raises and things will be a lot better for her going forward. But yeah, they enjoyed the crucifix as much as I do. And it was a good way to just kind of smash our delts before we moved on to rear delt flies.
Come on. Come on, drive it. Drive it, Emily.
That session was an absolute vibe. Just got home and it's time for post-workout cereal. So, decisions on which way to put in my cereal. I am one of those people, as you know, who puts whey in with the cereal. I have this absolutely vile, like, shitty one that I got from Asda, but this was when I was in the depths of rep and, like, I ran out of chocolate whey. And at the time, like, I was literally so desperate on a daily basis for, like, a sweet fix that I, like, went to Asda just to buy, like, this whey because I couldn't just wait and, like, get some from online. So, yeah, I've been stuck with this really poor quality diet whey, but it's, you know, I'm nearly done, thank God. I've nearly run out of it, and once I'm done I will obviously I get on my way now from Impact, so I don't need to worry about buying anything, and especially not when it's naff. So goodbye once this is over, but it does taste okay in cereal, so I will have this. But yeah, that was a lush session, to be fair. That was both of the girls, you know, they just met for the first time at Alicia's show, so it was lovely seeing them just, like, really bond and get on. And obviously Jade's local to me and Mel's not far, she's in Manchester, so they can kind of train together when they want as well, because Jade studies at Manchester, so Jade sometimes goes over there, so they're looking at getting a session in together, which is nice. I love seeing my clients just, like, bonding and then kind of forming connections. Like, that was for Mel, that was the first time she's ever trained with anyone before. She's never actually trained with someone. Like, I spotted her on the adductor and she was like, what are you doing? Like, almost like she was just going to finish the rep, and I was like, no, like, I've got you can get another one assisted. And I sort of taught her how to, like, log assisted reps, you know, where, like, say you get 12 reps on your own and then you do an extra 2, but with assistance you can put, like, 12 plus 2 on your program, so you know when you log it that, you know, you've actually got 12 reps on your own. So, like, if the next week you were on your own, you'd know to kind of aim for 12 reps, but just be aware that you obviously got 2 extra assisted reps in case you do have a spotter the following week. And it's but she's never trained with anyone before, so she's never had that experience, but she liked it a lot, I think. So hopefully you'll see her and Jade training together in the future, and yeah, just general good times all round. We kind of were able to sort of figure out a few things. Mel's got some shoulder issues on at the moment, so I'm gonna fiddle around with the program and sort of take out all the pressing and stuff like this. So yeah, it's good to see clients in person sometimes, so you can just really see how they actually are really performing, how they're really feeling, and just yeah. So obviously any of my clients are always more than welcome to train with me. It's an absolute vibe. I love it. Right, so I said I would do a bit more of a rundown on my bloods, didn't I? And I haven't yet. So I think I've just about recovered from that session enough to put a proper sentence together when I'm not chatting garbage like I was while I was making my cereal. But yeah, just a couple of markers that were off, which is to be expected when you're kind of taking bodybuilding to, like, the extremes that I now am. So yeah, like, lipids were a bit off, to be honest. I think my HDL was quite low, and liver marker was a little bit high, one of them, ALT, a bit high. But, you know, now that I'm just backing off again, it means that they should just all come back down naturally. I think the main concern that's kind of not something that I can control like that as much was high prolactin and really low SHBG, so like sex hormone binding globule. That sounds really gross when you say it like that. The sex hormone, whatever. That was really low. That was something that Tom was more concerned about. Basically, he like went through my bloods like live on a check-in and was just like so I sort of got his live reactions. You know, this is kind of like, you know, this is pretty much the reason I started working with Tom, was him being able to like guide me through this like level of the bodybuilding process, and with his knowledge and like, you know, us running bloods and stuff, and knowing that he understands kind of what it all means in a lot of depth, and like, well, basically in a lot of experience, I should say, more than anything. Like he obviously sees a lot of different athletes' blood results and knows what to look out for, and so yeah, I mean, his reactions to like the lipids and the liver and stuff was just like, yeah, you know, that's normal to be expected from what you've been doing. Whereas like with the sex hormone, he was like, and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, basically, I suppose I haven't really updated on YouTube as such, because I went through a rough few weeks health wise, where it was all a bit naff. Recovery, not even recovery really, just actual energy was very, very low. I was absolutely so tired all the time. You know, I even took like a couple of COVID tests just to be, you know, because you know when you panic when you feel really fatigued all the time. I was just quite run down, but you know, and there was no energy there. I ended up taking another deload, and that helped, to be fair. But you know, everything kind of came back down at the deload, and weight went down and stuff like this. I guess like due to like inflammation leaving the body and whatnot. But yeah, with the tiredness and stuff, I guess we're just thinking like a hormonal issue more than anything. And so yeah, I mean, I'm in a better spot now, to be fair, than I was. So, you know, I've had a lot going on hormonally anyway, with this like new kind of phase of bodybuilding, and also the fact that I still had like a hormonal coil in, which I've now had removed. So having kind of like the synthetic estrogen and progesterone and stuff going in was kind of like, you know, counteracting and just, I think, making things worse. So like that's been removed now. So I am awaiting my first ever period in like 5 years, to be fair, because I've had the coil in that long, and you know, it's the Marina coil, which makes you not bleed. So I've not had a period in that time, and so I'm kind of just waiting for it to happen now, like, because it's been a couple of weeks since I had the coil removed. And yeah, so now I'll be able to just track my natural cycle going forward, which is quite exciting, and I think it's quite vital in a sense when you are bodybuilding, and at this level as well that I'm now will be competing at. It's really good to be able to gauge like every variable you possibly can, and being on cycle is one of those. And I could never tell when it was like the time of the month and stuff like that, which, to be honest, is quite problematic really. So now I should be able to tell, which is really helpful. So yeah, I suppose that's another little update for you there. I've had the coil removed, and yeah, just cruising in the off season at the moment. So yeah, just trying to get stronger every week, trying to just accept being a little bit bigger. You know, it's not the easiest. It's not. I'm like the heaviest I've ever been, and it's not like a weight that I would choose to be at if I was kind of just coaching myself still. So having Tom there to be like, mate, like this is, he said to me the other day, you're doing proper bodybuilding now. I have fucking BB. So, you know, you need to be massive. So keep going, basically. Yeah, so I'm just trying to pose more. Went to the muscle unit last week with Louise, and did some posing, and just like on the gym floor, like let's go for it. And after today training with like seeing Jade, we agreed that she's going to this posing seminar that's happening at Rotherham on Sunday. So that's going to be led by Paige is doing the bikini, so Jade will be posing with Paige, and then I'll be in doing figure posing with Sanaya Kelly, who's she's like a PCA British champion. She's one of Tom's clients as well. So I'll be posing in front of a lot of other people you know, we decided that I should go along too. I've been meaning to get on with posing, and I think going in with like a group posing session is a good way to start. And then I'll probably try and get myself booked in for some like solo sessions and stuff, because you can't just stop posing because you're not lean. And my posing's quite shoddy at the moment, to be honest. I sort of lost my touch with it. So yeah, I should be going to Rotherham on Sunday for a posing seminar. Probably try and get some footage of that as well. And I'll be back at Normanton on Friday actually. I'm going to take Jade through her pole session as well, just because there's quite a few bits to go over, and I want to make sure that everything that she's doing is optimal. Like, she trains at Normanton full time now, pretty much full time anyway. She's found another local gym which has similar kit, but we just want to make sure everything's on point for her really. She's like 20 weeks out around about now, and we just want to make sure everything's in a good position. And obviously if I can see someone training in person, it's even better than you know, sending form videos and stuff. So yeah, be back at Normanton on Friday, Rotherham on Sunday. Pretty good week, really. I will keep obviously this updated, and check in with you again when I've got more vibey content. Very good afternoon to the tube. These are in the way, aren't they? These came yesterday from Impact. So my supplement top up that I got was some apple crumble and custard, cream of rice, and the OG. This is my OG anyway, chocolate brownie batter. Perform. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to try different flavours, and then realistically I just miss having like the staple chocolate, especially on top of my cream of rice in the morning. I'll move them to the side for now. But yeah, I probably could have done like a little haul of my delivery that I got yesterday, but I didn't, and they just happened to be there now, as you can see. I also got sent some, literally didn't even know what this was, not gonna lie, but it was in the box. It's actually just supports like the heart and kidneys. My sponsor looks after me and my health. What else did I get sent? I got some krill oil as well. Do you need to see that? Not really. Again, just for like health, overall health support. It's on my supplement list anyway from Tom, so I should probably have it. So I asked for it. Anyway, it's now Saturday, the 30th of April. So session with Jade was mint yesterday. Proper put me in a good mood. I trained again with Louise today. She like fully missed me this week. Got a message from her like, feel lost without you. But no, like, we are both being a little bit sporadic. Just sometimes it's just, at the end of the day, we're both going to prioritise training with clients. So, you know, that's kind of what happened this week. I was training with the girls on Wednesday, and then Friday, well, yesterday, it was quite imperative to take Jade through her pull session, really. I mean, she's asked me quite a few times, and it was really worthwhile to go over some exercises and really just tweak her form a little bit. So, you know, we've got a back to grow. Well, I say we've got a back to grow. Her back's already insane. So, yeah, she's going to dominate on that stage in September. But yeah, we are going together to the Rotherham posing seminar tomorrow, which is going to be awesome because I haven't posed properly in the off season, which is terrible. I pose around a bit, but you know, to actually pose is a workout in itself, and I've not felt that. I've literally just, you know, done the motions in my check-ins and stuff, and you know, to be honest, I just don't feel like I present my physique that well in my check-ins because I've lost my touch with posing, especially like the side pose and stuff. I'm like awkward. So, you know, it'll be good because you want like mega check-ins anyway. You want to look back and have the best display of your physique over the months, and like if you're not posing quite optimally, that's just not going to happen. So yeah, it'll be good to get some posing in tomorrow. I put it on my story that I was going, and like a couple of people messaged me like, oh cool, I'm going too. So it'll be nice to just meet a couple of people from Instagram and stuff. It's always really nice to network when you go to kind of like group posing seminars and stuff like this, and I literally can't wait to see Paige as well, to be fair. You know, obviously, like as I always said we would, like we've maintained a really nice chatty relationship and stuff, but we haven't seen each other since like the Team Paige Rebecca night out in December. So yeah, it'll be nice to catch up and see her. It'll be nice to see Nat, who's like the owner of Time to Shine Bikinis. At the moment I am just cooking off some chicken. I'm hungry. Trained, as I said, this morning, just did some like legs and delt work. But yeah, so I'm hungry. I've just been programming for client starting next week. So yeah, I've just kind of, you know, by the time you finish doing like a mega task, like doing a client setup, which takes a couple of hours, you suddenly realise like, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna have some pasta that I cooked off already, but I'd like ran out of meat, so now I had to like kind of go to the Co-op on the way back from Ultraflex and pick up some chicken, which was a bit pricey when you do it like that, but hey ho, that reminds me I need to make an Asda order this afternoon, so yeah, I will do. But I'm basically just waffling now, so I'm going to finish this off, and yeah, I will keep you updated kind of how the off season's going and things like this. I think you've had quite a good update so far. I'm doing my own training with Louise. I've kind of managed to, with Tom in the last 16 weeks, basically we've gone through, you know, a really aggressive mini cut, which ended up being 5 weeks. And then we've really aggressively pushed up now. So I've put on a lot of tissue, to be fair, but body composition's in a much better spot. So yeah, that's it really. Just continuing to push, just getting like new PBs, like, you know, lifetime PBs and stuff, like getting stronger. Everything's pretty much in a good spot now, to be quite honest. You know, fingers crossed that doesn't change. But yeah, for now we're all good. I will keep these vlogs up and try to kind of, you know, keep you guys updated when I can. Obviously, if you want to see anything, as always, just let me know in the comments if there's any specific things you want to see me do. Otherwise, vlogs will continue. And until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. And subscribe if you happen to be new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.